You ever look at something and just know this is about to turn into a complete disaster? Yeah, that was me, standing in my driveway at 7:12 a.m., coffee in hand, watching my neighbor Kyle dig up what he kept calling a rusty pipe. And I remember thinking, man, this dude has absolutely no idea what he just did. Because that rusty pipe? Yeah, that wasn't a pipe. That was a federally protected survey marker. And what happened next? Cost him over $40,000, brought federal officials onto our street, and basically nuked his entire house flipping project. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take you back a few days earlier, before the jackhammers, before the sheriff showed up, before Kyle realized he had just picked a fight with the federal government over a piece of metal. So Kyle Mercer moved in about 2 months before all this went down. You know the type. Loud truck, louder personality, always on the phone talking about closing deals and maximizing ROI. Dude wasn't living there, not really. He was flipping the place. And from day one, he acted like the whole neighborhood was just temporary scenery for his little investment project. Didn't introduce himself, didn't ask questions, just started tearing stuff up. Fence? Gone. Old trees? Cut down. Driveway? Expanded. And then came the backyard. Now here's where things get important. Right along the edge of his property, close to the boundary line between his yard and mine, there was this short metal pipe sticking out of the ground. About maybe 4 inches visible, rusted, nothing fancy. Most people would ignore it, but I didn't, because I knew exactly what it was. See, years ago when I bought my place, I had a survey done, and the guy explained everything, property lines, easements, and those little metal markers. He literally told me, don't ever move one of these. Doesn't matter how small it looks. That's federal infrastructure. So, yeah, I remembered. And apparently, Kyle didn't. I first noticed him messing with it on a Thursday afternoon. He had this mini excavator in the backyard, tearing up the ground, prepping for what looked like a gazebo foundation. I walked over, just casual, not trying to start anything. I said, hey man, just a heads up. That metal pipe right there? That's a survey marker. You probably don't want to mess with that. He didn't even turn off the machine. Just looks at me, half smirks, and goes, relax, dude, it's junk. Probably been there for decades. I shook my head. Nah, seriously, that's tied to your property line. You move that, it can cause problems. And that's when he hit me with that classic flipper attitude. You a surveyor or something? I said, no, just someone who paid one. He laughed. Actually laughed. Then goes, I think I'll survive, man. Appreciate the concern, though. And just like that, he goes right back to digging. Now, at that moment, I had a choice. Push harder or just let him learn the hard way. And honestly, I figured I warned him. That's all I'm obligated to do. So I walked away. But I had this weird feeling in my gut, like watching someone light a match in a room full of gasoline. You know it's going to go bad. You just don't know how bad yet. Fast forward 3 days. It's Sunday evening. I pull into my driveway after grabbing groceries. And the first thing I notice is the pipe is gone. Just gone. Not bent, not pushed aside, completely removed. And in its place, fresh concrete. I'm talking a full slab, smooth, still curing, probably poured that same day. And sitting right in the middle of it, brand new gazebo frame. I just stood there for a second like, no way, he actually did it. So I walk over again. Kyle's there, admiring his work like he just built the Taj Mahal or something. I go, hey, where's the marker? And he doesn't even hesitate. Oh, that thing? Yeah, tossed it. It was in the way. Tossed it, like it was a soda can. I literally felt my brain short circuit for a second. You tossed it? Yeah, he shrugs. Why? And I'm just staring at him like, this dude is about to get himself into serious trouble and he has no clue. So I tell him straight, that wasn't junk. That was a federal survey marker. You can't remove those. He rolls his eyes. Dude, it's my property. I can do whatever I want on my land. And right there, that's when I knew. This wasn't going to be a simple mistake. This was going to turn into a full-blown situation. I didn't argue anymore. Didn't raise my voice. I just said, all right, good luck with that, and walked back to my house. Now here's the thing. I could have ignored it. I could have just said, not my problem, and moved on with my life. But here's where it gets tricky. That marker, though, it doesn't just define his property. It defines mine, too. And the second he removed it, he basically erased an official reference point for both our boundaries, which means, legally, things can get messy fast. So I went inside, sat down at my desk, and pulled up the contact info I still had from my original survey. And that's when I saw it. A note the surveyor had left in the documentation. If monument is disturbed or removed, contact National Geodetic Survey. I remember just staring at that line for a second, then looking out the window at Kyle's brand new concrete slab. And I said out loud, man, you really messed up. So yeah, I made the call. Now, I wasn't expecting much. Maybe they log it, maybe send a warning letter, something like that. Nothing crazy. But the woman on the phone, the second I described what happened, her tone changed, like instantly. She goes, "Sir, are you certain the marker was removed?" I said, "Yeah, completely gone. Concrete poured over the spot." There was a pause. Then she says, "Okay, we're going to need to escalate this." And that's when I realized, oh, this isn't small. This isn't neighborhood drama anymore. This is federal. She asked for photos, location details, approximate timeline. I gave her everything. Before hanging up, she said something that stuck with me. Do not allow any further disturbance to the area. A team may be dispatched. A team, not a letter, not a warning. A team. I hung up, walked back outside, and looked at Kyle's backyard again. He's out there grilling now, music playing, acting like he just upgraded his property value by 20 grand. And I'm just thinking, bro, you have no idea what's coming. And right here, this is where everything starts to spiral. Because 2 days later, they showed up. Not contractors, not local inspectors, federal survey officials with equipment, paperwork, and one very serious attitude. And Kyle? Yeah, Kyle went from confident real estate guy to, oh crap, real fast. But what happened when they knocked on his door and what they made him do next? That's where this story goes from bad to insane. So when I say they showed up, I don't mean one guy with a clipboard. I mean 2 government vehicles, official logos on the side, equipment cases in the back, and 3 people who looked like they were absolutely not here to play games. It was around 9:30 a.m. I'm inside working and I see them pull up through my window. And instantly I'm like, yeah, this is about to get ugly. They step out, look around, check something on a tablet, and then one of them points directly towards Kyle's backyard. No hesitation. They knew exactly where to go. Now Kyle, though, he's outside again, coffee in hand, talking on his phone like it's just another normal day. That lasted about 5 seconds, because one of the officials walks up and goes, "Good morning, sir. Are you the property owner?" Kyle gives that confident little nod. "Yeah, what's up?" And the guy pulls out an ID. "We're with Federal Survey Team. We need to speak with you about a removed geodetic monument." You could actually see the confusion hit his face. "A what?" And I swear I almost laughed. The official stays calm. "A federally protected survey marker. We have reason to believe it was removed from this property." Now Kyle shifts a little, still trying to play it cool. "Oh, you mean that old pipe? Yeah, I took that out. It was in the way." There's this pause. Not awkward, just heavy. And then the second official steps forward and says, "Sir, that pipe is protected under federal law. Removing or disturbing it is a violation." And that's when the vibe changes, like instantly. Kyle's posture gone. Confidence gone. Now he's like, wait a hold on, nobody told me that. And I'm standing in my yard thinking, yeah, someone did. The first official asks, "Where's the marker now?" Kyle hesitates. And that hesitation, that's when you know reality is starting to hit. I don't know, probably got hauled off with some debris. You could literally feel the tension spike, because that answer, that's the worst possible answer. The official nods slowly, then looks towards the concrete slab. Is that where the monument was located? Kyle glances back at it. Yeah? And the guy just goes, "All right, we're gonna need access to that area." Now Kyle's starting to get defensive again. Why? It's just concrete. The project's already done. And this time, the official doesn't soften it at all. Because that monument needs to be recovered or reestablished. And right now, it's under that slab. Silence. Like real silence. No music, no phone calls, no construction noise. Just Kyle staring at his own backyard like it just betrayed him. Then he says it. "You're telling me I have to tear this out?" And the official hits him with, "Yes, sir, that is exactly what we're telling you." Man, I wish you could have seen his face. It was that exact moment when someone realizes this isn't negotiable. This isn't a warning. This is happening. And right on cue, another vehicle pulls up. County sheriff. Not aggressive, not dramatic, just there, which somehow makes it even more serious.